7:16. The girls are at school. Now it is my turn to drink a little coffee, get my stuff on, and go for my run. Cheers. Here we go, 4-mile day today. We'll see how it goes. Hoping I can finish it with 10-minute miles. I'm gonna try to push myself a little bit today. 4 miles is a lot longer than my other one, so here we go. Now I know why people cry after they run. Did my 4 miles. My goal was sub 10-minute miles. I did my first mile in 9 minutes. Oh my gosh, so it can be done. And they got slower and slower. I was trying different things out the whole time, and I'll explain that in the full vlog, but wow, I did it. So in a previous episode, I had mentioned that I'm really trying hard to increase my electrolytes after my workouts and have noticed a difference when I have. So I'm finally jumping on the liquid IV train. So hooray. I have tried lemon lime in the past. It ain't for me. So I'm going with strawberry, and so far I really like it, so bottoms up. Hello. 4-mile run is done. I am so excited that that is out of the way. I honestly had only thought about doing a 3-mile run because what I had heard is if you can do half the distance of your full race, you should be in good shape. But I wanted to push myself. We talked about stretch goals in another vlog episode, and I just wanted to work a little harder toward that stretch goal of mine, which was sub 9-minute miles for a 3-mile training run for each mile. We're getting close. So close, in fact, that actually on my training run, I was able to do one of my miles in 9 minutes. 9 minutes. So my first mile I did in 9 minutes, and then the following splits I did, they lengthened each time, and I'll show you them right here. So these are my splits for my run. As you can see, they do get slower, and I think it's because I did start out hot, but I was trying something this time on this run that was different than what I have done before, and I'm going to explain a little bit more about that. If you are new to Run Disney, you may not have heard of the Jeff Galloway method, or maybe you have because I feel like everybody knows about this method. But the Jeff Galloway method is a run, walk, run method where you can try to get better paces and such by using this, and it helps to just kind of, with your endurance, make sure that you're not getting super exhausted right away, that you can meet your times, etc. And honestly, I have seen so much improvement just starting to try this method. But before I jump in, quick outfit check. Got my YOLO sew on today. My magical moments, because you gotta find magical moments in every day. So, all right, back to Jeff Galloway. So, what Jeff Galloway's method, I'm gonna actually put a screenshot here of his pacing method for run walk and kind of what that combination looks like. So essentially when you're looking at these, what it says is the amount of minutes you're going to run and then walk afterward, and then run again and walk. And this is just something that you're gonna repeat in a pattern over and over and over again for the duration of your run. Essentially what this does is it helps you keep pace, it helps you stay on track, and it allows you to kind of have some of those recovery moments, which has been huge for me. So what I started doing when I was first starting was 1 minute, 1 minute, 1 minute, 1 minute. That is what a bunch of my friends have been saying, do 1 minute, 1 minute. And that was perfect for that first run. It was really, really great to just kind of see what that looks like. And then I started focusing less on those intervals and more on my distance. So I would go, I've been running on an indoor track, by the way. I think I mentioned that in previous episodes. But with the indoor track, it allows me to say, okay, 2 laps around running, then I'm gonna walk for this length, and then I'm gonna continue doing it that way. So that's kind of what I started on my second run. Flash forward, my third and fourth runs were also very focused on distance and kind of doing it in lap form, But it wasn't until my 4th run that I started doing more of the interval training again, like Jeff Galloway's method, but pushing myself a bit more. So what I decided to try doing, not this run, but my last run, which was a 3-mile run, was to try to do like essentially 3 minutes running and then 30-second recovery, etc. And try to keep up with that pace just to see how it would go. And it went pretty well. I did really good time, and I've continued to improve kind of working on this. So that leads me to this run. And what I tried to do this run right out the bat is 4:30. So basically running for 4 minutes, walking for 30 seconds, running for 4 minutes, walking for 30 seconds. And that is what I did for the full first mile. So that's why you can see it's a 9-minute mile. It is much faster because I was running more of it. So when I continued to try to do this and keep up with that pace throughout the rest of the training session, it didn't go as well as the first because, as you can imagine, I got a little tired. So it's definitely a learning, and I ended up switching after that first mile to like a 3-minute 30-second run and 30 seconds off and 3:30. And then towards the end, it was like 3 minutes again and then 30 seconds walking. And my pace was a little bit slower. My jog got a little bit slower. I'm gonna continue to build off of this because I think this could be really, really game changer for me if I want to get closer and closer to that stretch goal, which is that 9-minute miles for 3 miles in a row. Now, I know if you are a seasoned runner, you're probably looking at me going, well, that's really slow, and I'm running at a 5-minute clip per mile or whatever. That is amazing for you. And there's others who are probably going, oh my gosh, that's so fast because I'm doing the run one, walk one or whatnot. That's awesome for you. Like, there's a million ways to do this. Honestly, when I first started kind of trying to get back into running, this was many years ago, I got super burnt out because I was like, I can't run straight for a full mile. I can't run for 3 miles straight. And the nice way to do it with this method, the nice thing about this method is that you don't have to run it straight. You have those recovery moments, and it helps you kind of feel like you're still making your time, you're still doing really well. And whether that's walking one, running one, walking one, running one, that's gonna look different for everyone too. My pace, my gait when I'm running, I have fairly long legs, so I'm running probably a little bit faster than someone who's shorter than me. It just depends on what your body is, how fast you're going, your beats per minute, all these different things kind of go into that. So don't think that, if you're running 4 minutes, walking 30, that you're gonna get a 9-minute mile necessarily, because that might be my pace and that might be my gait, and it might be what works for me and my body. But for you and your body, you could be at an 8-minute pace, or you could be at a 9:30 or whatever. Definitely try it out and see. I had a friend message me yesterday asking about like what speed I'm running on a treadmill, and I'm not running on a treadmill, so I don't know what the speed is. But what I was able to tell her is the beats per minute that I'm running at. So I'm running at 150 beats per minute up to 160. I'm actually averaging around 157 for beats per minute. So you can kind of get a sense of how fast that clip is. Now, moving on to another topic, which is kind of going back to gear. I have been running in pants this entire time because, as you know, I live in Minnesota. It's cold here, and getting in and out is cold, and I am not willing to run in shorts right now. So I've been running in long pants. That's what has been really comfortable for me. And as I mentioned a long time ago, I will also be bringing this with BodyGlide because I'm gonna need it if I'm running in my shorts. Now, this is where I could use some help and thoughts, and would love to know what your thoughts are in the comments about running in shorts and the best shorts for running. I have Athleta shorts, and they're longer inseams, so I think I'll be good, but I'm really getting kind of nervous about them riding up as I run, and then ultimately resulting in that chafing again. So if you have any suggestions of really great running shorts, please comment. It would be great to hear from you. I'm definitely looking for any and all advice, or send me a message on Instagram. That would be awesome. I would love to hear from you and what you find works really well for you. Another gear thing. I earlier mentioned in the video about electrolytes and me using liquid IV. And I know a lot of people have a lot of opinions about flavors and what they like and what they don't like and all these things. But I have to say, strawberry liquid IV is legit. I used it. I've been using it. It is pretty great. I just put one full thing in my bottle of water. And by the way, this is not a paid, sponsored, endorsed anything. They didn't give me any free stuff, although you're welcome to. But that said, I have been using it for a bit and it really does help. I'm gonna be, obviously I'm thinking pretty sore tomorrow, but the last time I trained and I did my 3-mile run, I did my liquid IV the next day. I wasn't sore hardly. So there is definitely something to be said about making sure you're super hydrated, getting your electrolytes afterward, kind of repairing those muscles. And so far, I'm a believer. So definitely check it out if you haven't already. They actually have them at Costco. So if you're a member at Costco, I'm sure they have them at Sam's Club too. They have all kinds of flavors. Lemon lime, I can't do lemon lime, but strawberry has been my favorite so far, so give it a try. So the rest of this week is kind of a funky week. My kids have an away tournament for hockey, so we are actually packing up, heading out for that. And well, it's awesome. It does kind of jack up some of the training. And I'm also missing dance tonight, which is another one of my cardio things that's helping with kind of that muscle development and muscle memory and just being active in the cardio. So I will be missing that, which is unfortunate, but I am going to be trying to find ways to stay active at the tournament, getting on the elliptical or likely the treadmill to try to do that, and making sure that I'm doing as much as I can to continue to stay hydrated and continue to push myself in different ways. So that's my plan. We'll see. But as I mentioned, the training got kind of off this week. That's another reason why I decided to do 4 miles. So here it is. Excited about that. It'll be great once I get back home and I can get back into a routine. Next week, I'll probably do 1 extra run just to kind of keep up. And then next week, I will be kind of leveling up again, doing 3 miles, 4 miles, 3 miles again, so that I am continuing to push myself toward those goals, and we will see how it goes. I honestly didn't think I'd be able to do a 9-minute mile this early. Did not think it was gonna happen. So you can surprise yourself. I hope all of you have a fantastic day. I hope you have a great rest day or a run day, whichever it is that you're doing today. And just make it a great weekend, make it a great next few days. You can do it. Make sure you're hydrated, and we'll see you real soon.